versions. Something else I want to touch on really quickly is that these lessons apply to any business. We're going to be obviously focused on internet marketing businesses, or information marketing businesses is probably a better way to actually word it. But everything we actually cover is going to be relevant to any business. So if you also have a real world bricks and mortar business, or you're a marketing manager in a real world business trying to actually create a secondary income so you can leave that job, but want to do something about that business while you're actually in it, these lessons apply. Getting PR for that real world business is exactly the same process for an online business. See, a big underlying tone of this entire program and everything else I talk about is about running your web-based business as a real business, and consider it that you are running a business that happens to only have one path to market currently. That'll change once you implement all this stuff inside Going Analogue, but it's still a business, so the lessons apply whether you're online or offline or both. Now, one of the other assumptions we're going to make through a lot of this course is that you already have a list. So your business is up and running and you have a list. So a lot of the lessons and templates that we're going to offer throughout this program is going to be based on you already having a list of clients. But I also am aware that a lot of you guys are just starting out or don't have a bigger list as you require. And obviously doing all this exposure and offline marketing will drive tons of traffic to your opt-in pages and obviously build your list that way. All the strategies and tips we're going to talk about are going to also apply to people who don't have lists. So I'm going to give you some real world examples and some templates and some suggestions of ways you can make this happen if you don't have a list. And one more thing I want to cover as well is that this is going to be all outsourceable. For those of you who sort of have heard me speak at different seminars around the world on the challenge.com related Challenge Plus and the forum and the faculty and stuff like that, you know I'm a big believer in outsourcing, and I have a fantastic team in the Philippines doing a lot of work for me. But what we're going to cover is how we can actually apply all this in an outsourcing fashion. This is particularly and especially applies to module 3 and 4, the direct mail side of stuff, where you can outsource 99% of the whole box and dice. The only catch is when it comes to the first two modules and the publicity element is you still have to do the interview. You can't outsource that. But you can outsource the mechanics, the publicity generation, the writing of the press releases, the distribution of the press releases, the follow-up with the journalists. All that sort of stuff can be done through a virtual assistant team. I'm going to cover off how that can be possible. And don't forget, throughout this entire program, there's going to be templates and blueprints that you can copy and paste and use straight away to implement this stuff in your CFTs. So sit back, strap yourself in, guys. I'm really looking forward to these next 8 weeks or so. I promise you I'm going to over-deliver. I've been planning out some of the next session videos I'm going to be recording for you guys, and I've already blown out some of the actual numbers of videos I had planned for each module. So you're going to get a lot of content in this one, guys.